If you're planning a short trip to Malaysia for just 2 to 3 days, then this video is for you. In this vlog, I'm going to show you some of the best places to visit in Kuala Lumpur and nearby areas that are absolutely worth adding to your itinerary. From colorful temples and breathtaking mountain views to theme parks, cruises, observation towers, and the iconic Petronas Twin Towers, we have covered a lot in just a few days. Make sure you stay till the end because you definitely don't want to miss any of these amazing places. I'm going to mention all the details which are required to come to these places. So let's start our Malaysia adventure, and if you have any of doubts regarding Malaysia or the prices or anything, you can comment down below. We started our trip from Singapore and took a bus to Kuala Lumpur. One thing I highly recommend is taking the bus at least once because the journey itself is so beautiful. The route passes through greenery, highways, small towns, and scenic landscapes that make the ride enjoyable. The distance between Singapore and Kuala Lumpur is around 350 kilometers, and depending on traffic and immigration, the journey usually takes around 5 to 6 hours. The immigration process happens at the border where everyone gets down with the luggage, completes passport checks, and then boards the bus again. After reaching Kuala Lumpur and checking into our hotel, we were ready to explore. Not a bad view, but I missed my Bali view. Our first stop was the most famous attraction near Kuala Lumpur, which is Batu Caves. I've heard so much about this place. The best part is that entry to the main Batu Caves temple is completely free. Before visiting, remember there's a strict dress code. Your shoulders and knees must be covered because there is an active Hindu religion site. But I was not aware of this, so don't worry. If you go there, they will provide you some clothing to cover your knees and shoulders. As soon as you arrive, the first thing you'll notice is the massive golden statue of Lord Murugan standing proudly at the entrance. The statue is over 42 meters tall and is one of the tallest Lord statues in the world. Batu Caves is one of the most important Hindu sites outside India and attracts millions of visitors every year. Now comes the fun part. To reach the main cave temple, you have to climb 272 colorful rainbow steps. Don't worry though, even if you're not very fit, the climb is manageable because there are plenty of spots where you can stop and take photos. As you're climbing, you'll also meet lots of monkeys. They're cute, but be careful. Once you reach the top, you'll reach the huge temple cave, also known as Cathedral Cave. The cave is absolutely stunning. Natural sunlight enters through the massive opening in the limestone ceiling, creating an incredible atmosphere. The caves themselves are estimated to be around 400 million years old. The combination of religion, history, nature, and architecture makes Batu Caves one of the most unique attractions in Malaysia, and you should not miss this. Many people think the stairs end once they reach the cave, but there are actually additional steps and pathways inside leading to more temple areas. which was so amazing and fascinating. So, if you're visiting Kuala Lumpur, this place is a must. You should definitely go here because you'll surely enjoy it. After Batu Caves, we headed towards Genting Highlands. The drive from Batu Caves to Genting Highlands takes approx 45 minutes to 1 hour depending on traffic. Genting Highlands is often called the city above the clouds because it's located high in the mountains. One reason tourists love coming here is because the weather is much cooler compared to Kuala Lumpur. The biggest attraction here is the Avana Skyway cable car. The cable car ride itself is an experience you shouldn't miss. The ride takes around 10 minutes and offers incredible views of the rainforest below. The scenery from above is absolutely breathtaking. I enjoyed this part the most. I highly recommend this. A standard gondola ticket costs around 11 RM one way and 19 RM return. There are two main stops during the journey. The first stop is Jain Sui Station, where you can visit the beautiful Chain Sui Caves temple. The second stop takes you all the way to Sky Avenue Station, which is connected to the main Genting Highlands complex, and that's the place we are actually going right now. I was so amazed to see this beautiful view. I mean, it's amazing. And there's AC inside, so you're cool, and everything, the views and everything was so amazing. Like, I highly recommend this one because you will see the whole Malaysia from above, from a height, and that's so beautiful. Once we got inside, we decided to eat something because once you're inside, you'll find shopping malls, restaurants, entertainment centers, casinos, and theme parks. Yes, theme parks, like a huge theme park in a mall on such a height. Oh my god, I was so shocked and excited to experience this. One of the most exciting attractions here is Skytropolis Indoor Theme Park. This massive indoor theme park has more than 20 rides suitable for families, kids, and thrill seekers. The popular rides include Disco, Spin Crazy, Music Express, Teacups, Royal Carousel, Sky Towers, Balloon Race, Bumper Boss, Copper Express. I think I went in everything because I was so excited. And when I visited, ज़्यादा crowd नहीं थी तो I was so excited because you don't have to wait in line. So yeah, this was very exciting. The park generally operates from 11 a.m. onwards and remains open until evening depending on the day. Even if you're not into the rides, the atmosphere inside is worth experiencing. I went on each ride and it was really very fun. None of them were like very boring or something. Each one was very enjoyable and I had a really, really great time. As soon as we stepped out of indoor theme park, it felt like entering a completely different world. The entire Sky Avenue Mall is huge and packed with shopping, dining, and entertainment options. If you love shopping, you'll find several international luxury and premium brands here. One of the most popular stores is Coach, where you can shop for handbags, wallets, backpacks. Walking past the beautifully designed storefronts makes the place feel very premium and upscale. Apart from luxury shopping, there are plenty of fashion stores, souvenir shops, beauty stores, and lifestyle brands. One thing that caught my attention was 7-Eleven convenience store. If you're feeling hungry after all the rice, this is perfect place to grab quick snacks, drinks, ice creams, or even some local Malaysian treats. There are also countless restaurants and cafes serving everything from Malaysian food to Korean, Japanese, Chinese. The atmosphere here is always lively with bright lights, huge digital screens, music playing in the background. And these are some snacks which are brought from 7-Eleven. I've heard these are like really very yum. So I'm gonna taste it and I'm pretty sure these are like very yum. After spending the evening here, we headed back to our hotel and rested for the night. And the next morning, we visited Putrajaya. Putrajaya is Malaysia's administrative capital and is famous for its modern architecture, lakes, bridges, and beautiful Islamic buildings. The city feels very different from Kuala Lumpur. It's cleaner, less crowded, and incredibly peaceful. One of the highlights here is the Putra Mosque, known for its beautiful pink colored architecture. The mosque is located right beside the lake, creating one of the most beautiful views in the city. Now we decided to go to the cruise, which was Putrajaya cruise. Next, we went for a cruise ride on Putrajaya Lake. The cruise usually lasts around 45 minutes and takes you around the city's main landmarks. During the ride, you'll see Putra Mosque and a lot of other things. The cruise is a relaxing way to explore Putrajaya from a different perspective. These views are especially beautiful during sunset when the city lights begin reflecting on the water. After the cruise, you'll find souvenir shops nearby where you can buy gifts, keychains, chocolates, magnets, and other Malaysian souvenirs. After this, we headed back to Kuala Lumpur to visit KL Tower, also known as Menara Kuala Lumpur, which is located on Bukit Nanas. This is one of the tallest telecommunication towers in the world. Many travelers actually prefer KL Tower over the Twin Towers observation deck because you can see the entire city skyline, including the Petronas Twin Towers themselves. As you go up, you'll get a spectacular 360-degree views of Kuala Lumpur. The observation deck offers incredible photo opportunities, and on clear days, you can see for miles. There are also telescopes available that allow visitors to zoom in, explore different parts of the city. While we were there were cultural programs and entertainment happening which added to the experience. Watching Kuala Lumpur from above is something you'll remember for a long time, and it was so amazing to watch everything from a great height. Finally, we visited the most iconic landmark in Malaysia, which is the Petronas Twin Towers. Honestly, seeing the towers at night is a completely different experience. The towers light up beautifully and become even more impressive after sunset. Standing at 450 meters tall, they were once the tallest building in the world and remain one of the most landmarks in Asia. The area around KLCC comes alive in the evening. One of the highlights is the KLCC Lake Symphony Fountain Show. The combination of music, water fountains, and colorful lights create a magical experience, and the best part, the fountain show is completely free. this was my short trip to Malaysia, and just like that, our short trip came to an end. We packed our bags, headed to the airport, and flew back to Mumbai with lots of amazing memories. I genuinely think Malaysia is one of the best destinations in Southeast Asia. You get beautiful temples, mountain views, theme parks, modern cities, cruises, iconic landmarks, delicious food, and a great travel experience all in one trip. If you're planning your Malaysia itinerary, I hope this video helps you. If you enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in my next adventure. And you can comment down below if you have any doubts, and I'll surely get back to you. I'll see you guys in my next video.
Hey guys, I'm back from my long trip which was Bali, Singapore and Malaysia, and I guess मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा shopping की है and I can't wait to show you all everything. So let's just start with Malaysia first. Okay, so I bought these things from a gift store. I'll mention in my caption कौन सा store था वो, but it was a gift shop and oh my god, there were like so many stuff and सब कुछ कितना प्यारा. First I brought these cute purse, like Malaysia is written over it, and ये designs, I really love this. वैसे ही I brought something like छोटा सा purse which is also this. It's very cute. It's written like I love Malaysia. It's so cute. It's small and like really very nice. Basically मैंने जो भी like cute दिख रहा था मैंने वो सब उठाया. Obviously fridge magnet. It's a really nice one. Oh my god, remember her? So cute. Oh my god guys, remember this Shakalaka Boom Boom wala pencil? I don't know why मुझे उसकी याद आई and I brought this. It's like a pencil. So cute. This cute fan, because वहाँ भी इतनी ज़्यादा heat थी and also in Mumbai there's so much heat. I really loved this fan, तो मैंने लाया. It's really nice. You can increase decrease temperature and I'll show you here. Really very handy and nice. Of this bottle, it's so cute and shiny. I loved it. Next I brought this pen which has Malaysia written over it. I thought this was so cute. Kafi glitter and like I loved it. This, I have like a whole pack of these. Loved this one. Next we have this glasses, like short glasses. I really love how they look. Then we have twin towers. I also brought this cute purse. I mean, look at this. कितनी प्यारी है. Love this. I think ये मैंने कोई street से उठाई थी. I saw this purse and I was like, I need to get this. It's very cute. ज़्यादा space नहीं है, but I really loved this. उसके बाद we have coasters which are really very pretty. Same in like different color. उसके बाद another purse. I thought this was like really cute and unique, so I brought this. It's in black. I really loved this one. उसके बाद oh my god, this spoon looks so good. So pretty. Also one this like this. It's a fork. Wait, I'll just remove and show. So pretty.